Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, or GMS for short. Now, this is where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. And also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. All right, Lord willing, this may be the final video from these particular notes that we're doing on this topic of fallen and cast down from heaven, and getting an understanding by what is meant by these terms. Okay, so we're going to pick up in Revelation 12. In verse 8. Right, it reads, I'll start at 7. All right, it reads, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. All right, so Esau and the heathen are going to stop fighting World War III, okay, to team up and to battle Yahweh Shai. Okay. Here in the Apocrypha, we're going back to 2nd Ezra chapter 13. 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 33. It reads, and when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. All right. So this speaks of, all right, in the midst of World War III, all right, on our Lord's return, these people are going to gather amongst each other and try to fight him. All right. So now back in Revelation 12 and now verse 8. It reads, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. All right. So Esau and the heathen are going to be overcome, all right, easily by Yahweh Shai. All right, very easily. It's going to be an embarrassing loss. All right. It's going to be a prevailing victory, an easy victory for Yahweh Shai. All right. Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right, hold on a second. All right, so it mentioned and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. All right, the serpent from the Garden of Eden has now in these days become a dragon. Okay, so this dragon is the red dragon. All right, the revived Roman Empire. All right, when it says devil, it means deceiver, and Satan means adversary. All right, the devil's angels or messengers were cast out with him. This speaks of his military and everything else that was aligned with him and his beast system, right, including the technologies of today. Okay, they're going to be fighting with that too, and it's not going to matter. Okay, Esau will be put into captivity. That is where they are headed. All right, that is where they are headed. Revelation 6. Revelation 6 and verse 12. It reads, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. All right, so the sixth seal, terror. All right, so and 12 and 9. Hold on. Oh, all right, so the sixth seal, all right, terror, speaks of when the chariots are sent to the earth. All right, stars of heaven fell unto the earth. That means Esau's government fall, signifying the end of Esau's world. All right, remember, they are in their heaven. Okay, let's go to Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34, verse 3. It reads, they're slain. Excuse me. It reads, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right, so his sword is coming down upon Idumea. In this verse, Edom is likened to a leaf falling from a vine and a fig from a fig tree. All right, that word Idumea, Strong's concordance at the beginning are words in alphabetical order again. All right, so we're looking for Idumea. All right, Idumea. It says Greek form of Edom. All right, now hold on a second. looking for, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Isaiah 34, verse 5. All right, takes you to the Hebrew part of this book, all right, where we will look for the code 123. It says Edom. All right, Edom. It says red. Redness. Okay. It says Edom, the elder twin brother of Jacob, hence the region Idumea. All right, it says Edom, Edomites, Idumea. All right, so it's the land of Edom, the people of Edom. Okay. And like we spoke of earlier, Babylon the Great, all right, is ran by Edomites. All right. So now let's go to, and that's where this great judgment is going to fall upon. All right. Revelation 6 and 14. Let's go here. Revelation 6 and verse 14. It reads, "And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places." All right, so the scroll, speaking of the mushroom cloud. All right, let me see. All right, yeah, the scroll speaks of the mushroom cloud, all right, from these ICBMs or thermonuclear missiles. All right, thermonuclear fire. All right, just like you see in the old videos of Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Okay, but hey, on a way bigger and more destructive level. Okay, there's videos on YouTube where you can go look at the modern weapons, right? Where these warheads, which are within a missile, there's multiple warheads. And these things are way more powerful than those bombs that were dropped on Hiroshima or Japan, all right? Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Way more powerful, all right? And that's what's spoken of today as power back then. But these things today, the weapons that they have today, man, all right, Esau's blessing with his sword, or is his sword, all right, and that part of that is those missiles, man. Okay, these people are diligent. They've found how to make these things as powerful, all right, more and more powerful for more and more destruction. All right. So again, when it mentions scroll in Revelation 16 and 14, is speaking of the mushroom cloud from the destruction. Okay. Habakkuk seen this in the 3rd chapter, which we'll probably do a reading. Hold on. All right, let's see. Let's go here for a second. All right, so uh, here in Habakkuk chapter 3, Habakkuk's prayer, all right, is what the title is. But speaking of the missiles, all right, this is verse 7, Habakkuk 3 and 7. It says, I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thine horse and thy chariots of salvation? All right, this is coming on his chariots uh to this to deliver this great salvation. All right, but at the same time, the destruction is coming. Verse 9 of Habakkuk 3, thy bow was made quite naked, according to the oaths of the tribes, even thy word, Selah. Thou didst cleave the earth with the rivers. The mountains saw thee, and they trembled. The overflowing of the water passed by. The deep uttered his voice and lifted up his hands on high. The sun and the moon stood still in their habitation. At the light of thine arrows they went, and at the shining of thy glittering spear. Man, thou didst march through the land in indignation. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger. All right, let's talk about the missiles. The missiles doing their work. All right, the missiles marching through the land in indignation. All right, so mm, all right, so that's touching on that vision. Okay, so let's go back to Revelation 6 and now verse 15. It reads, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. All right, so the elite, with whatever family and slaves they have, are going to be able to escape into bunkers. All right, so when we speak of that, this destruction that's coming, the great salvation, and the great destruction, especially of this land known as Babylon the Great. All right, the Lord is going to be taking us up, and at the same time, crushing this whole land. All right, no one else is going to live here again. This place is going to be done dirty. Revelation 18, as a matter of fact. We did a reading on it. I just want to make sure. Yeah, so we did a reading on it. Revelation 18, Babylon falls. All right, so the only ones that are going to make it out of this land, all right, aren't you people that think you have found a gray area, don't want to choose a side. Okay, it isn't even all you Edomites. Not even all of us Israelites are going to make it out. All right, only the elite of both sides, only the elite and the elect. Okay, both sides are going to make it out of here. The elite are going to try to crawl into their bunkers wherever so they have them, in the heavens, in the seas, in these other lands, in mountains, wherever. All right, and we are going to make it out, Lord willing. We are of that number. This is why we are so hopeful. This is coming, man. This is coming. So, Lord willing, we will be no longer known as hopeful on this day. All right. Um, Lord willing, we will be of the elect on this day, the ones that are taken up into the Lord's bosom. All right, into the chariots. All right, which Luke 16. All right, when it talks about Abraham's bosom. Okay, uh, this is likened to them chariots. All right, being safe. All right, being safe with the Lord. All right, so hopefully, Lord willing, in that day, man, we are no longer hopeful. All right, we are of that number. All right, but again, the ones that are going to make it out of this land are the elite because they have the wherewithal to make it out of here. All right, their money is a defense to a certain point. All right, our money is a defense from that day on. All right, and even now, we just don't know who are who. All right, but our money are these things. All right, these are the riches. Putting on the full armor of the Lord, the protection. Okay, we're storing up our riches in heaven. All right, but their money is a defense to a certain extent too. They are allowed by their money to build these bunkers in the heavens and the seas and these other lands. All right, everyone else, y'all fucked, man. All right, y'all are done. Okay, no one is making it out of here. Even if you try to hear this, still not come to the Lord, but still you think you want to gather up some money and escape out of here, your judgment gonna follow you. All right, the Lord is going to get you, no matter where you are. I just seen a video of safe cities in this place in case World War III pops off. In the big picture, there is no safe place over here. All right, unless you are of the elect of the Lord. All right, even the elite with their money, yes, they're going to escape to their bunkers, but ultimately, that's not a safe space. Okay, the Lord is going to go get them. Okay, hunt them, pull them up out of their bunkers, and they're going straight into captivity, man, for 1,000 years, and then guess what? Gathered up and destroyed. All right, so the only safe place, period, is with the Lord, man. Again, Revelation 6 and 15, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. All right, so the elite, again, the elite with whatever family and slaves they have are going to be able to escape into bunkers. But they're not safe, man. All right, Revelation 6 and 16 now. And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. You ain't going nowhere, man. All right, so the elites will probably have technology inside of their bunkers to fight the second coming, but we will find and pull these remaining devils out of their hiding. I remember when we first moved to where I live at now. And I don't mean this house, I just mean in the state. All right. I was introduced to a game. All right, we had a whole big old neighborhood. All right, a bunch of kids. All right, and we would all get together and play this game called Manhunt. And I'm telling you, the adrenaline rush on that thing, that's what it's gonna be like, man. Except for we gonna know where you are. All right, we have to search people out playing that game, but we gonna know where you are, man. Through the spirit and power of the Lord, we gonna come and get you, man, and pull you up out of there. You are going nowhere. Man. Anyway, so let's go back to Isaiah 24 now. Isaiah 24 and verse 20. It reads, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be moved like a cottage. What could do that, man? What is going to make this earth shake like this? All right. Isaiah 25 and 20. Excuse me, 24 and 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay, so Esau rebuilt after being in a desolate state, but after this, all right, they're not going to get back on their feet. Okay, they're going to be gathered up, put into captivity, gathered up again after 1,000 years, and destroyed, man. Period. Wickedness is going to be gone. All right, which is synonymous with Esau Edom. He's going to be gone. All right, that's period, point blank. 21st verse of Isaiah chapter 24. It reads, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth." All right, so on high, or the high ones, okay, it means the ones that are at their height, all right, proud, all right, of nobles, okay. So this is Esau Edom in their heaven again. All right, bad news for some is good to all. This kingdom is their good news. This kingdom is their heaven. So it's our bad news. It's our hell. All right, but this is speaking of the gospel of the future, the good news of the future. Good news to everyone, or good news to some, is not good news to all. All right, they are going to be taken out of their high state. Period. Okay. So this is some more synonyms that coincide with Esau. All right, on high, or the high ones. All right, to rise, to be high, be lofty, be exalted. All right, to exalt oneself, magnify oneself, to be rotten. All right. So this all comes together. The Lord is going to punish the host of the high ones and bring them down from heaven. He's going to punish them upon the earth. The punishment won't be underground burning forever. Otherwise, how would these high ones be brought into captivity? All right. The quote, hell they suffer will be just like the hell that we went through, but it will be in a righteous way. All right. So now Isaiah 24 and 22. "And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited." Okay. So Esau will be brought down from heaven. All right. Isaiah 14 and 12. And the elder brother was going in on these notes. On this lesson, man. As do all my teachers. All right. I watched the video today, man. There's so much prophecy going on, being led to. All right. It's right here in front of everybody's faces. And still people are not considering the Lord, or considering the Lord's men. They're not considering the things that are coming. All right. Their latter ends. Because the world has you drunk. Speaking to Israelites, the world has you drunk on their philosophy of the Lord being all love. When are y'all going, I was going to say, when are y'all going to wake up? But if the Lord doesn't want you to, you won't. All right. You know, the water, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, for giving me, all right, the least of this knowledge. All right. All of this is treasure, man. And there's more to gain. There's more to gain and more to share. All right. But yeah, I watched the video today about what's going on with this World War III. And there's so much happening. All right. Esau trying to put his pieces in order against Esau. All right, and against us more ultimately. That's the main goal. But all right, steadily following prophecy. Okay, steadily falling into the Lord's trap. All right, still not even considering what's coming. Okay, but yeah, there's still a lot. There's still a lot I have to learn. There's a lot I have to learn. I look forward to it, man. All right, even if I don't learn it all, which more than likely I'm not going to learn it all. All right, but the things I do learn, I put here. All right, but also the things that I do not learn, guess what I have to look forward to about that? All right, learning and hearing from the brethren up in heaven, or down here when heaven comes down here in the kingdom. All right, we will know all things. We will search out the secrets of the earth and know all of them, man. There's gonna be nothing hidden to us, man. All right. Anyway, Isaiah 14:2. All right, it reads, "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." That is true reparations. All right. Isaiah 14:2 is true reparations. All you Israelites out here asking for reparations in a money sense, in a carnal sense, y'all have no idea. You're putting a price on everything that has happened to Israel throughout time. You can't do that, man. You cannot do that. All right. It's best that you start gaining this heavenly treasure, this truth, walking back in this way. All right. To the Lord belong the issues of death. You don't know what the Lord's going to do to you, man. In the meantime or in between time, you don't know what he's going to do between now and the time that he comes. But you know the time that he comes, all right, he's going to melt people, man. But y'all better get right while you can. Repent and return sincerely. Okay, so again, Isaiah 14:2. "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." All right. So again, Isaiah 14:12. "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" All right, so this speaks of the high ones, all right, whom say they have the light. They will be brought down to a based position in the earth, cut down to the ground by Yahweh Shai. All right, they are the basis of men anyway. All right, the Lord gave you a little bit of time to live, and look at what you did. Deceived the world, destroyed the world, pointed everyone towards death, and everyone ran towards death. Okay. All right. Lastly, let's go ahead and go to Obadiah chapter 1. Where we at? Obadiah 1. All right, end it with this. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. So fallen and cast down from heaven means brought down from your high state, all right, your lofty position. All right. It's a wrap for you. It was written from the beginning, Esau. And this is an example. This whole journey has been an example for the Israelites of what it is like to be ruled by wickedness. All right. So with that, call halal, Yahweh, Bahal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bahal Shem, Rakaha, Quadash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, or GMS for short. This is where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. And also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number. And Lord willing, we'll see you in the next video. Shalom.